I'm always game to look at any tree. And when I saw this one, when I saw where it was, like this is the entryway to her paradise back here in her backyard. So it's definitely a special place for a special piece. So that was really exciting for me. But then the tree itself was so beautiful and straight as an arrow right to the moon. It was amazing. I get a lot of trees that are all gnarly and twisty and bendy, and you think, how on earth am I going to work with this thing? But this one, not the case. It's a clean slate, straight up and down.
When we bought the house, the tree was there, and it wasn't, of course, it wasn't anywhere near as large as it is now. The people that were the first owners of the house, their son planted the tree. I think it was his kindergarten tree, and they really didn't want the tree cut down, and so I respected that all these years. And then it came to the point that we really needed to do something with it. It was just too big and too close to the house. And so this was kind of a nice way of keeping that tree in memory by having it carved and not just having it cut down.
This is her little backyard paradise, and she's got little pockets throughout the whole backyard, so there's lots of viewpoints, even from within the house. So we're spiraling a family of burrowed barrels from the bottom all the way to the top, circling around the tree, so that from wherever you are in the yard, somebody's watching over you. A lot of the pieces that I work on, I try to find some way to tailor it to that family. I've done a lot of pieces where the number of items on the carving, whether it's owls or birds or bears, has some direct correlation to the number of grandchildren in your family or the number of children that you've had. And that's really special to me, for sure. And the fact that it stays forever, that was one of the biggest things for me to wrap my head around, because I started as an ice carver. I've been chainsaw carving for 20 years. And for the first 14 years of that, it was just shovel everything off to the side and Mother Nature will take care of it. But here, these pieces are around forever, and that's pretty amazing. My own little personal tour that I take around Sherwood Park and around Edmonton and around, like, I've got pieces in Red Deer and in Millet and British Columbia and Newfoundland, all over the place. So it's kind of neat. I want a map with a pin on it for every carving, because it's just something, and I forget about that, right? I forget that a piece of me is back in Newfoundland somewhere on somebody's front porch. Like, that's pretty neat.
It's really, really neat watching it. And he said that at some point, I guess when he's finished the carving, he actually uses fire, some kind of a big torch, to kind of burn the wood a bit, and then he seals it. So yeah, I'm excited about the whole thing. I've been popping in and out all day long, watching the progress of it.
Once the carving's done, the next step is to light the whole thing on fire, which is really exciting for a lot of homeowners that don't realize that that's the next step, but it's an absolutely critical step. When I'm cutting into this thing, there's actually water spraying off of my chainsaw, spraying my face. I can feel it. It's so cool and refreshing, but that's how wet the wood is. So because the sealer I use is oil-based, if I don't superheat even just the outer first millimeter of wood, the sealer won't stick, because the tree is water-based. So we light the whole thing on fire, which is pretty remarkable to begin with, and then we selectively sand it, and things just explode out of the tree. The moment from carved to burned, and burned to sanded, and then sanded to sealed, I told Lynn yesterday, it goes from wow to wow to wow to oh wow. It's pretty incredible. Those are my favorite moments. It's kind of like the first 15 hours leading up to that is all penance that you have to pay for the big wow when it's all done. They've already given me what I hope they get from it, because even I've been working my way from the bottom to the top, and even when bear number 1 was done, the homeowner was over there, and I could just see her heart smiling because she thought it was so cute. And who wouldn't love a face like that? Just that I can connect to somebody on such a deeper level than just, oh, that's pretty, and walk away. It's pretty special.